Struggling to survive your first few fights in Bellwright? If bandits are tearing you apart, it might be because of your gear or your village's gear just aren't cutting it. In this guide, I'll walk you through the best weapons and armor for beginners, show you what to build and when, and how to equip your team based on their special traits. Let's get into it. You'll need a few buildings before you can start crafting your armor and weapons. Armor crafting can be done at the weaving loom. Weapon crafting can be done at the simple workbench. These are tier 1 buildings that you'll want to research right away, as you will use these to produce most of your resources needed to craft other items. Linen and cords can be crafted at the weaving loom. You'll need these to craft most of your armor in the beginning of the game. To craft these, you're going to want to gather flax, river reeds, and hemp. You can use a farm or foraging camp if you want your villagers to gather these items for you. I preferred to have my villagers go out and gather the flax, river reed, and hemp for me during the day, and I would spend the night crafting what is needed for the armor. Some of the first armors you'll be able to make are thick hood, rugged shirt, rugged trousers, Hellwalker boots, and sturdy gloves. These all have a strength requirement of 1, so you and your villagers will need to be at that level to be able to wear them. If possible, don't recruit anything with a low strength attribute because this does make it more challenging later on. With all of these equipped, this will give you an armor increase of 41, but will carry a negative 9% decrease in speed. The second set of armor you should be looking to get into are the Pathseeker's Helm, Rawhide Jerkin, Wanderer's Pants, Nomad's Boots, and thick gloves. You and your villagers will need to have a strength attribute of 2 to be able to wear these. Before moving on to tier 2, you should be at that strength level, so that shouldn't be an issue. These will all give you an armor increase of 62, but they do carry a negative 15% decrease in speed. As a general rule of thumb, you're always going to want to keep you and your villagers reading strength books, as I have found that this prevented me from advancing to better weapons and armor later in the game. This is one of the harder skills to level up. There are 5 different weapons that you'll be able to research at this tier 1 level. These are simple axe, reinforced club, woodcutter's axe, mace, bow, and simple arrows. You'll also be able to research a plank shield. One thing to start considering right away is the fighting specific special traits your villagers will have. These are Swordsman, Defender, Nearsighted, Fierce, Marksman, Resilient, and Stalwart. Playing to the strengths of your villagers' special traits will give you an upper hand throughout the game. If your villager has the Swordsman special trait, you're going to want to equip them with a cutting weapon. These may be one-handed or two-handed weapons based off which one of their skills is more leveled up. The 2 weapons you'll want to equip them with are the simple axe or woodcutter's axe. The reason why you want to equip them with a cutting weapon is due to the 50% increase to cutting damage. If they are carrying just a one-handed weapon, you're going to want to equip them with a shield. If your villager has the Defender special trait, you're going to want to equip them with a one-handed weapon, preferably a blunt weapon, as they do not deal good piercing damage, and in the later part of the game, a lot of your cutting weapons will also deal piercing damage. I would suggest equipping them with the reinforced club or the mace. For any of your nearsighted villagers, Don't make them an archer. They have very poor stats for archery and should be utilized as a one-handed or two-handed fighter. Your villagers with the fierce special trait tend to be a little tricky on what you want to equip them with. They tend to deal 50% more damage all around, but they also receive 50% more damage. With my army, I have chosen to make them my marksmen, as that allows them to stay away from most of the damage, but can also deal some heavy blows with arrows. Any member of your village with the marksman special trait should be equipped with the elm shortbow, a quiver, simple arrows, and you'll want to equip them with a one-handed weapon just in case they run out of ammo. For resilient and stalwart villagers, you'll want to build their gear based off their individual stats. Resilient villagers take more piercing damage, so be mindful of archers. Stalwart villagers get a nice combat stat boost, so they'll thrive in whatever role their strength or agility supports. This all covers the best gear you can get at the start of Bellwright. Make sure you're watching your villagers' strength and agility stats, keep them leveling up, and craft gear that fits their roles. If this video helped you, be sure to drop a like and hit the subscribe button for more Bellwright guides. I'll see you in the next one.